My name is Nicole Turner Ridley, and I am the Chief Executive for LCMS National Housing Support, which is spearheading this initiative in partnership with all of the residents of the College Hill community. And so I'd like to bring greetings, and I have a few individuals, special invited guests that will be joining me this afternoon or this morning to convey a few words. But this is the first house. Actually, it's the second house. Carmen's house is the first house that has been built in 40 years in this community, and it's something to celebrate. And I'd also like to share that the second home that's under construction is actually sold, so that's something to celebrate as well. So joining me first is someone that I think you all know well. He has been an advocate of community and economic development throughout the North City for many years. And I'd like to invite Mayor Francis Slay, the mayor of the city of St. Louis, to speak a few words.
All right, well, thank you so much. Well, thank you so much. Good morning to everyone. And first and foremost, I just want to say it's great to be here in the College Hill neighborhood of the city of St. Louis. And to all the residents of this area, you should know you have some very outstanding representation with your alderman, uh, who is with us as well, Dion Flowers, and who has taken a leadership role in working with the various organizations and the community, of course, as you know, to help make this a reality. And we're very, very proud on behalf of the city of St. Louis. I know I'm joined with a couple of other colleagues of city government. I know the president of the Board of Aldermen here, Louis Reed, is going to speak. I think Darlene Green may be coming, but she certainly is very supportive as well. And I know we have with us our senator, who does a great job representing this neighborhood and St. Louis and the state of Missouri. Jamila Nasheed is with us as well. So you have some great leadership. But most importantly, it's the leadership and the commitment that the residents of this neighborhood provide. And over the last 6 years, I know there's been a lot of work with community gardening and after-school programs and renovating a lot of older buildings. And certainly want to thank the Lutheran Church, Missouri Synod, as well as their organization, the National Housing Support Corporation as well, for their commitment, for their investment, and for everyone else that helped make this a reality here in the College Hill neighborhood. Building a neighborhood is a lot more than just bricks and mortar. It takes a commitment of people who believe in the neighborhood and the future, and it takes a willingness of organizations like the Lutheran Church to partner with neighborhood residents, the city government, and others to help make this a reality. So I'm here to join all of you in this celebration. I know this is the first house in what we hope to be another 19 to come in the future, formerly LRA properties that were not very productive and not really doing anything for the neighborhood. So now we're going to have something that we can all be very, very proud of, and will help really spur some additional renovation and support and other great things happening in this neighborhood. So thank you all for what you do for this neighborhood, and I'll pass it back on to our moderator. Thank you.
Next, we have as a special guest. She's actually a tremendous partner and has been alongside of us all the way since 2007 when we started the visioning process with the residents. I'd like to invite Alderwoman Flowers to speak.
Good morning, good morning. Mayor Francis Slay, I know Darlene Green is going to be here, our President Louis Reed, our Senator Jamila Nasheed. I saw Tashara Jones, our treasurer here, our captain, Mary Edwards Fierce, and the Lutheran Housing Support, Reverend Dr. Matthew Harrison, all of the church members, and the College Hill residents. Today is a day of celebration. I remember being here just 5 months ago, and it doesn't seem like it's that long, and it was so cold that day. I had so many clothes on, I didn't think I was going to be able to lift my foot to shove that shovel in the ground. But we did, and it happened. And when I inherited College Hill 10 years ago in redistricting, and I got to know Lutheran Housing Services and all the folks involved, it didn't start good, but it sure happened and ended in a happy way. I am so proud of you and what you've done and what you've accomplished. The College Hill residents, you are the best. Where are you? Let me hear from you. Yes, yes. You stuck it out. You worked with this organization. You told them what you wanted, and they delivered. So today is a glorious day. I'm happy to represent this area, and this house is gorgeous. And it has air conditioning. So hope you can go in and see it. Thank you, thank you.
Next, I'd like to invite the chair of the Alderman Board, Lewis Reed.
Good morning. How's everybody doing today?
Marvelous.
Now you remember when we were out here earlier, it was freezing cold, wasn't it? Wasn't it like the Alderwoman said, it was hard to even get the shovel in the ground. But I want to thank, the Lutheran Family Services for all that they've done, and also the Laborers for Christ. Let's give them a big round of applause. These guys traverse all over the United States working and doing projects like this, and and they're giving of their time. They're retirees, and I cannot thank them enough. I want to thank Wells Fargo and everybody that took part in making this day possible, especially the community. Let's give the community a big round of applause for. And the mayor said it perfectly when he talked about the great support and the great leadership you have in this ward with Alderwoman Dion Flowers. She is just phenomenal, and I know because I came in with her at the same time at the board, and she is like literally heads and shoulders above almost every alderman down there because she works so hard each and every day to make sure that her community is represented. I also have the treasurer with me, so I want to give her an opportunity to talk.
Thank you. Good afternoon or good morning, everyone. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to get the invitation to come out this morning. And what we see going on in this neighborhood is what the Treasurer's Office is going to be doing with a lot of our initiatives for financial empowerment. We want people to find ways to earn money, to keep that money in savings accounts and checking accounts, and also be able to find out how to turn that money into building a home or buying a home or making sure that they can get loans at reasonable rates. So I applaud everyone involved with this project, and we support this project as much as we can. And thank you all for coming, and God bless. Thank you.
Next, I would like to invite Melanie Streeper to join me. Melanie is from the Comptroller's Office and will be giving us the words on behalf of Darlene Green.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. It is a pleasure to be here on behalf of Ms. Green, our comptroller. I'm her spokesperson. Again, my name is Melanie Streeper. And I, too, remember being out here 5 months ago, standing here in the freezing cold, so things are definitely looking up. And again, I'm just honored to be a part of this ceremony. And Ms. Green, again, she could not be here, but she sends her best wishes and congratulations to everyone here in the College Hill neighborhood. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to invite Dr. Pastor President Matthew Harrison. He's the president of the LCMS Lutheran Church Missouri Synod, and he has been a strong supporter of the work that we do, and he is also a member of our board of directors, so thank you.
Thank you, Nicole. Can anything good come out of Nazareth? Ha! Before I say anything, we have a number of very special guests here who have worked in housing all over the country. I have Bishop Benke from our Atlantic District. He was one of the early pioneers of the Nehemiah Project in New York, and I wanted him to talk about the first home and what transpired with a little time.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Thanks, President Harrison. In the early 1980s, after large parts of Brooklyn had burned to the ground due to a variety of reasons, church people and community people, not unlike this group, got together, and we decided that the only way to address this would be with a large-scale housing redevelopment plan. We called it the Nehemiah Plan. A good friend of mine, Johnny Ray Youngblood from St. Paul Community Baptist, the Roman Catholic bishop, and a big ecumenical team put together a route to get to the mayor of New York. The mayor is here somewhere, yes, and make this a big happening. So we have built now 4,000 homes in Brooklyn, 4,000 homes. So one can lead to 4,000 is what I want to tell you. And one can lead to hope. What is planted when you plant houses is you're planting hope. You're planting hope for families. So whenever I go to the Nehemiah Plan in Brooklyn, and thank God for our Lutheran Church Missouri Synod, which supported that from day one, it was to say that God wants us to plant hope wherever we are. Thanks for the opportunity to say something.
Thank you. We have seen this all over the country where a few people with an idea about a neighborhood being a better place, people who are residents, who own property, who own their own property and are anchored historically in a neighborhood, are part of a neighborhood, and they will not stand for anything than becoming better. And good things do and can and will happen. And I want to commit to you today that we will, as the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod, work together with anybody, any other denomination, Christian denominations. We'll work with non-Christians. We'll work with anybody to improve this neighborhood for the well-being of this neighborhood, for the well-being of this city. Thank you, Lutheran Church Extension Fund, Laborers for Christ who built this project, the financing that came along with it, the neighbors for making the plan, the Housing Board and Corporation for sticking with it. Thank you, Marie Kinker, who is no longer with us, who was persistent and had a vision. In my own experience, we worked for years in Fort Wayne, years before the first house came together. In that neighborhood, it was the first new home in 64 years. Within a few years, we had built something like 100. So, may it be so here. Unless the Lord builds the house, they that labor, labor in vain. But let's build the house, all right? Thank you very much.
Next, I'd like to invite Miss Emily Barleen, who is with Concordia Publishing House. I was told that they had a gift for us and for the new homeowners.
Good morning. I'm Emily Barleen, and I'm with Concordia Publishing House. This is my colleague, Jim Stropnick, and we are here today, first of all, just to thank and congratulate everyone who's here and who helped make this beautiful home possible. And we'd also like to say that we are honored to provide a special gift. We're going to present it today to Miss Nicole Ridley and to the members of the Lutheran Housing Support Corporation. So Nicole, we'd like to present you with a copy of our Lutheran Study Bible. It's a foundational piece in our Essential Lutheran Library. And we at CPH believe that every home deserves a Bible and every Bible deserves a home. So we'd like to present this Bible to the future residents of this home. So we'll give it to you, Nicole. And we're hoping that just as you all provided a strong, solid foundation for this house, this Bible will help provide a strong, solid foundation for the family that lives in it. So thank you so much for having us.
And now it's time. So we will have the ribbon cutting ceremony, the official, and then afterwards I would like to invite all of you to tour the home. So, but right now, I'd like to invite all of those special guests who've spoken thus far up for the special ribbon cutting ceremony. I'd also like to invite Senator Jamila Nasheed and the treasurer.
That's a good idea. Okay.
So I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2,